this is China's aesthetics in the Tang Dynasty. After my friends in Britain overheard this, they came to me and asked me, was it true that people really loved women with plump figures in the Tang Dynasty?
You must be called a great beauty in the Tang Dynasty.
Sorry, this is just a beautiful misunderstanding. It's just a subjective assumption made by later generations when they saw some Tang Dynasty murals and poetry figurines. Right, different from the contemporary society's pursuit of small faces and slender. Most of the beautiful women in the Tang Dynasty were mellow and full. The face looks like a full moon with smooth skin and pretty eyebrows. Maybe you can call it relatively a round face. But it's far away from what we call fat, okay? As one of the most prosperous dynasties in Chinese history, the Tang Dynasty was also the peak of women's fashion. So today, let's talk about the women's fashion of the Tang Dynasty. In the early Tang Dynasty, tall and fit women were seen as beauty. They were wearing the fashionable jianqun and the most popular makeup at the time, with light faces and fine eyebrows, lovely and yet elegant. During the Wuzhou period in the Tang Dynasty, under the influence of Empress Wu Zetian, girls were no longer required to be slim and thin. They wore low-cut shirts and high-waist skirts, and the gorgeous makeup raised the tails of the eyebrows and complicated ornament. They looked like confident and vigorous. During the prosperous Tang Dynasty, life was peaceful and affluent. It's from then on that plump beauty became popular. The girls' clothes were elegant, spacious, and beautiful, and their hairstyles tend to be loose and lazy. At this time, the makeup looks more exquisite, elegant, and gorgeous. Yang Yuhuan, one of famous Chinese four beauties, is the famous representative of plump beauty. In the middle and late Tang Dynasty, slim and light gradually came back to the forefront of fashion. Women's clothing style was increasingly broad. The hairstyle was extremely complex, and there were also a variety of creative makeup. This trend continued to the late Tang and the Five Dynasties. It's not difficult to see that the aesthetics of the Tang Dynasty was diverse. The mainstream aesthetic had been developing with the change of the social environment. At the same time, it also inherited an inclusive mind and didn't deny other types. Of course, no matter how is beauty defined at different times, each of us have our undefined beauty. I mean, I don't have to go to the Tang Dynasty. I am what I am, a beautiful girl.